Hello everyone and welcome back to Mikey Reacts, or welcome to Mikey Reacts. If this is the first time you're here, I am your host, and today we've got a great video for you all. I hope it's great. I haven't seen it yet, of course, but for a lot of you who don't know already, I'm a huge football fan. When I say football, I mean American football. For the purposes of YouTube here, I will call European football soccer and American football just football. I'm a huge fan of football. I love college football and I do love the NFL. Of course, views have dropped off ever so slightly lately, but I'm starting to watch some. I'm watching some of the preseason highlights as best as I can, whenever I can. Do you think it's going to be another great year for the Chiefs this year? Patrick Mahomes does what he does. I think it definitely will be. But anyway, today we're reacting to the scariest day in NFL history. I have no idea. I haven't been watching football long enough. I've been watching it about 2 years. And I haven't been able to do it consistently. So let's see what the scariest day in NFL history really was. I'm really interested to see what it is. So before we do that, don't forget that if you enjoyed this video, at the end of it, give it a like, subscribe to the channel, because there's many more sports reactions to come, and there's loads you can go back through and watch, as well as all other kinds of reactions from NFL, from sports in general, country music, and absolutely anything you want. You can also head over to Patreon, where the link is down in the description below. It's $5 per month, and if you're someone who's politically minded and wants to hear my views, Brits' views on American politics at the moment and exactly what's happening in the United States, you can head over there. It's just $5 per month and you will not regret it, I promise you. You can interact with me personally, we can private message, and you can interact with the nice little community we've got going on there. So let's get to this video.
Do you remember standing up after you make that tackle?
News tonight on Buffalo Bills player Damar Hamlin, who millions watched collapse during Monday Night Football.
That's something I don't really want to get too deep into in the details of.
January 2nd, 2023. Two of the NFL's best teams squaring off with...
Oh, January 2nd, 2023. I haven't seen it. That's interesting. To be fair, that was a time when I wasn't watching too much football, so let's see.
Much more at stake than just primetime coverage. The Buffalo Bills against the Cincinnati Bengals. The outcome of this game will alter the entire playoff landscape and path to Super Bowl 57. What's at stake? The #1 seed in the AFC. The only team to receive a first-round bye and hold...
I'm trying to think, but I can't.
Home field advantage for the entire postseason, and it won't be easy, as both teams haven't lost in nearly 2 months. They've met each other at the perfect time, Week 17 on Monday night. Right away, it looks like the shootout everyone was hoping for. The Bengals attack first, trucking down the field in less than 3 minutes for a Tyler Boyd touchdown. But Buffalo quickly responds with a 25-yard field goal from Tyler Bass. The energy in the stadium is so intense, you can't even hear yourself think. Then it happens. The scariest moment in NFL history. With just over 6 minutes left in the first quarter, the Bengals have the ball. On the second play of the drive, Joe Burrow passes to T. Higgins and lowers his shoulder, hoping to gain a few extra yards. Damar Hamlin makes the tackle, and as you can see, everything appears normal. Hamlin returns to his feet, adjusts his helmet, then collapses on the spot.
Now another Bills player is down.
Whistles are blown and gameplay is immediately stopped. Within 10 seconds of this moment, athletic trainers and medical professionals swarm the field. Emergency CPR is conducted for 10 minutes as an ambulance arrives soon after. Damar is...
So CPR was conducted, that must mean his heart stopped. Jesus.
On the field for nearly 20 minutes. Both teams surround him in shock, while his family runs down to the field to be by his side. The stadium that was uncontrollably loud just moments ago is now completely silent. Damar receives oxygen from the first responders, is loaded into the ambulance with his mother, and transported directly to the University of Cincinnati Medical Center, 4 miles away. The ambulance leaves the stadium at exactly 9:25 p.m., 30 minutes after he initially collapsed on the field. You see a cluttered TV broadcast, then hear this from Joe Buck.
They've been given 5 minutes to quote-unquote get ready to go back to playing. That's the word we get from the league and the word we get from down on the field, but nobody's moving.
As you can see, teammates remain seated, hug each other, and shed tears for their teammate whose status now remains up in the air.
Yeah, I mean, I get that you've got to carry on playing the game. I understand that, but imagine not knowing. You want to know what's happening.
All of this, both head coaches had been discussing with officials, leading to the decision by Buffalo head coach Sean McDermott to pull his team off the field and back to the locker room.
I would
Another
do the
30
same
minutes
thing.
pass, and the game is officially postponed, over an hour after Damar collapsed. Meanwhile, his status remains unknown, as the world waits for what feels like an eternity for an update. Stephon Diggs, other teammates, and Bengals head coach Zach Taylor go to visit Damar at the medical center. But on Diggs' way in, he's stopped by an officer, nearly having to force his way in, stating, "We just had to be here for our teammate."
Yeah.
And just outside, an additional 100 fans stand hand in hand in support. Then, finally, there is an announcement on Damar's status. He had a heart attack on the field.
Jesus.
Damar was able to regain his heartbeat, but still remains in critical condition.
Do you think that had anything to do with the hit? Is that possible? That a hit directly to the chest to stop the heart? Is that possible? Because I would assume that Damar would have been in fantastic shape. Top level athlete, of course.
But in the night following the incident, something magical happens. Damar's charity and toy drive, the Chasing M's Foundation, receives an unthinkable amount of donations. Before the Monday night game, his foundation had $74,000 in donations. The very next morning, with the help of over 119,000 new donors, that number had reached over $3 million.
Wow.
And that amount has skyrocketed to over $9 million and counting. But amongst this amazing moment, nearly 3 days pass without any major updates on Damar's health. Then, on January 5th, not only does the NFL officially cancel the Bills-Bengal game, but the world receives information about Damar directly from the UC Medical Center. His neurological function is completely intact. He is able to breathe with a breathing tube, he can physically hold hands with his family, and he's even able to communicate with writing. The first question he wrote was, "Did we win?" And the medical staff responded with, "You won. You won the game of life." But it gets even better.
I mean, that's so true. That is so true.
The next day brings another significant update and 3 powerful words from Damar himself. His breathing tube is removed as he is able to breathe completely on his own. His neurologic function remains intact and he is able to talk to his family. Damar is even able to say his first words to his teammates in over 4 days. In a FaceTime call, he tells them simply, "Love you boys." And the next day brings the NFL's first game action since the incident. Love is shown in incomparable ways. Every single team in the league shows support during warm-ups by wearing Love for Damar shirts. But nothing is quite as special as what the Buffalo...
That's amazing. Is he playing this season? Is he allowed to? I'm really curious because obviously he's still being in fantastic shape. But what does the heart attack mean for his future in the NFL?
Bills had in store. At home, in the final game of the regular season, Buffalo players walk through the tunnel repping Damar's number 3, Damar Hamlin shirts and hats. The Bills run out into Highmark Stadium to a packed-out crowd full of supportive fans. Multiple players carry Love for Damar flags. The entire team graces number 3 patches, and the medical team that responded to Damar's collapse is honored right before kickoff. But how the actual game started is even more unreal. The New England Patriots win the coin toss but defer, so the Bills will receive the opening kickoff. What unfolds next is something out of a movie. Let's listen in.
New England decided to defer after winning the toss. And here's Hines on the run back, breaking a tackle and taking it past midfield.
I bet the Patriots are fuming, cursing it at that point.
So there he goes. This is storybook. An opening kickoff return for Damar Hamlin. And this place is absolutely going wild.
But that's not even the most unforgettable moment of it all. The best part? Damar watched all of this unfold live on TV while he was at the hospital.
Amazing.
And when Hines ran this opening touchdown, Damar celebrated a lot. According to the UC medical staff, he got out of his chair, jumped up and down, and nearly set off every alarm in the ICU. A truly touching moment. That energy remained the entire game, becoming a very special day for not just the players and fans, but also the most important people involved in this incident. The Bills brought home the victory 35-23. They FaceTimed Damar just minutes following the win, and then came the gifting of the game ball. A game ball was handed out not only to Damar, but also to the man who saved his life less than 1 week ago.
Wow.
Danny Kellington, the Bills' assistant athletic trainer who performed emergency CPR that Monday night. He was part of the essential medical team that was able to bring immediate response to save Damar's life and neurological function. Without them, Damar would not have made it off the field alive. And just
a great respect has to be given. That is an impressive job, especially since I was on the field for 20 minutes. And
day after this emotional regular season closer, Damar was able to return to Buffalo due to remarkable improvements in his condition.
Oh, so amazing. So he is back.
January 9th, exactly 1 week after the event, Damar was discharged from the UC Medical Center and moved to the Buffalo General Medical Center. His condition had been updated from critical to good, and he was able to walk and do physical therapy. But he didn't stay there long. While at Buffalo General, they conducted cardiac, vascular, and neurological tests, and in just 1 day, Damar was able to go home. From this point forward, he was given permission to rehab away from the hospital and with family and his teammates. And just 1 day before Buffalo's playoff opener against Miami, he was able to visit teammates, appearing to be in very high spirits. A major emotional boost for a team that had just witnessed this tragedy. He attended Buffalo's divisional matchup with Cincinnati 1 week later and made his first public speech since the incident a couple days later.
I can't tell you how appreciative I am of all the love, all the support, and everything that's just been coming in my way.
And social media is a huge reason why family, friends, and fans were able to keep up with Damar's status and continue their ongoing support. From updates on his personal Twitter and Instagram to fan-made videos and love from major figures outside of the NFL, support came from everywhere you could possibly imagine. Damar's strength and appreciation for others has been on clear display throughout this entire process.
Amazing.
He thanked all the medical staff who assisted him, created merchandise with all the pros.
I'm not saying anyone will be like this, but it's very easy for a lot of people to never consider that their life was saved by a human, not just by luck, So the fact that he thanked them and he acknowledged that and he appreciated that really shows amazing character. And I'm just looking at these t-shirts as we're speaking now, and that's pretty cool. Seeing that, so those were his first words. That's amazing.
He's going to the University of Cincinnati Trauma Center and even texted his teammate Tre'Davious White in the middle of the night to apologize for putting his team through everything that occurred since his accident. Since that Monday Night Football game on January 2nd, 2023, the world has had the opportunity to witness the scary...
No, I know it's probably his personal medical records and we can't really talk about them or get access to them. I'm not suggesting that, but I would love to know what caused someone who's such amazing health and amazing fitness to have a heart attack. Interesting. And scary.
NFL history evolved into one of the biggest outpourings of love and support, not only for Damar Hamlin, but also the medical team that saved his life.
That is a scary day, but also an amazing story because it has a happy ending. The fact that so many people were so supportive of him, that his life was saved so quickly by people who knew what they were doing and had no problems with jumping to the occasion. Absolutely amazing. Again, I want to reiterate, well, first of all, I hope he's doing well. I know he's doing well because if he's returned to the Bills already, has he? I'm assuming so. Did it say that he's returned to the team yet? I don't know if he will. I don't know how it goes. But anyway, I hope that he continues to improve and he continues to recover properly and everything is great for himself and his family and his teammates. Again, but I want to reiterate, I'm very, very confused and a little amazed at the fact that somebody in such good shape could get a heart attack, and it's kind of scary considering that we are nowhere near as fit as that man is. But anyway, yeah, that was pretty awesome. That was a pretty awesome story. Awesome in the traditional sense, where it was mind-blowing. Not like, oh, amazing, great, you know what I mean. But at the end of the day, it was a great story because tragedy almost befell the team and himself, and amazing people did amazing work and made sure that it didn't. So yeah, I suppose it's a good story. Anyway, guys, Thank you very much. Don't forget, if you enjoy this kind of content, you enjoy watching me react to this kind of stuff, feel free to like and subscribe, and also go down to Patreon and have a look at Patreon. $5 per month, like I said before. But to subscribe to the YouTube channel right this second is absolutely free, ladies and gentlemen. Absolutely free. So do it now, and you'll have plenty of content to watch coming in the future. Hit the notification bell. You don't want to miss out on anything that I post. And I'll see you on the next one. Have a great day.